Last week we explored the finest interior design trends here in Milan. This week we take a look at the hottest kitchen design trends fresh from Eurocucina, the biggest kitchen design fair in the world.
Walking around Eurocucina 2016, the excitement is palpable. My first observation is that we're seeing the emergence of the artisan in the kitchen. The kitchen space is no longer a place you go to just to prepare food, a convenient, functional space. It's a place to perform art.
Artisanal is pretty important for design. We are talking about recover and recreate old pieces and new pieces. It's pretty important to the way that you compose those materials from your history of design and how to match them in a new way.
I find that there's definitely a trend towards artisanal styling. So ceramic pieces on display, metal detailing, very creative and unique spaces.
Another trend we've seen here would be the multi-level kind of work surface island in the kitchen. So you've got your stove or your sinks and your chopping blocks all sort of on one area, and connected to that you've got a sort of dining entertainment area, which makes it all sort of more conducive to the chef in the kitchen having a sort of a dinner party, and everyone can kind of get involved, which is really great.
I've noticed that the kitchen hob has moved from the side of the kitchen to the kitchen island. So when you're making food, you're facing into the room, into the people who are your guests or your family. Cooking has become an entertainment. It's part of what you do when you have people around and entertain them. And the design of the kitchen is reflecting that.
The most important part of a project is the atmosphere that you're going to create to it. So it's important the way that you're going to match all the arguments on all the things that create a space to create an atmosphere and to create an experience with it. So we're talking about colors, we're talking about materials, we're talking about lights, we're talking about perfumes, we're talking about music, we're talking about many things that create together an atmosphere.
Another big trend we're seeing here at Eurocucina is open shelving. It's perfect for displaying your styling items and creating a room divider for any large space.
The trend of this year that we have brought to Eurocucina is this open shelving with backlit, introducing a metal frame and shelves made out of natural stone and composite stones.
I've noticed that the shelving trend is quite big. Used as room dividers, the ceilings are very high, the shelving is not very deep, so key items on display, and generally very natural materials with the shelving.
Continuing trend that we've seen at Eurocucina, which is just an authentic interpretation of the space. In order to achieve that, you can't just have a kitchen full of solid cabinets. It's helpful to bring in some open shelving, cabinetry where sort of has a bronze tinted or smoky tinted glass. And that just again offers some depth, it offers some character, it allows the homeowner to personalize the space. So you have this ultra modern kitchen, but just with that subtle feel of this is my home, this is my space, this is personal to me.
When you're thinking and starting thinking about a concept or a styling, it's pretty important the way that you're gonna match different materials. It must be an experience.
I'm seeing that within the same plane, the materials vary. So you could have engineered quartz surfaces, wood, steel, and porcelain, all within the same plane. Marble, of course, because it's Italy featured prominently as well. And this gives a lovely collage of colors and textures. I love it.
I don't know about you, but I have been inspired. After seeing these incredible kitchens, I'm convinced that Italians are the best kitchen designers in the world. So join us again next week as we explore some more cutting-edge kitchen design trends, fresh from Milan.